This is Trash Can Tidbits.
Hey there everyone. As you can probably tell, I'm beaten. Now this week on Trash Can Tidbits, I'm going to hold off on the trivia and green screen shenanigans for something much more serious. Now, given that we're living in a pandemic, it's been a very super stressful time for everyone, including myself. I haven't been able to see my friends all year. I lost my dad due to cancer, and it's an election year to boot. COVID-19 has really messed with everyone's physical and mental health, and it's honestly really hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel, despite what people keep telling me. Deep down, though, I really do believe it. So, I'm actually going to let you in on something about myself. I am on the autism spectrum, having been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome at age 9. I've also been struggling with depression for the last 10 years or so, which makes it harder than normal for me to find the courage to even function. I also live by myself, and since I don't see anybody, it causes me sometimes to feel lonely. If you yourself are struggling with mental illness, then you are not alone. That's why this week, I'm going to be sharing 10 things that you can do to fight depression. 1. If you find yourself not wanting to function due to a lack of motivation or something, it really doesn't hurt to find anything small to do around the house as a chore. Something as small as sweeping the floor, cleaning the kitchen, or even rearranging some smaller furniture. The Chinese have a term for attaining harmony within the environment. It's called feng shui. Attaining harmony with your own environment, such as your home, is important because simply moving things around your home will help in distracting you. 2. If you feel yourself getting affected by social media or what's going out there in the bigger world, it would do you good to get offline for a while before it gets to be too overwhelming. One big problem I have is that I don't spend enough time away from social media trying to take charge of my own life and what's around my immediate area. It does your mind good to keep away from the noise for a while. Now, what I recommend is turning off your phone or electronics for a few hours. It will help if you do that often, because disconnecting from the larger world to focus on your own world should be priority number 1. 3. One major thing I've learned this year is that there is a difference between feeling alone and feeling lonely. It sounds like, how can that possibly be? But there really is. I live by myself. I have this whole apartment of myself. That makes me alone. Being alone is if you are situated by yourself in a space, but yet you do have people you could talk to. You have family, you have friends, etc. But being lonely is when you don't have anybody to share in your space at all. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to feel lonely. As long as you have one person to talk to, you'll be okay. 4. Tying into this next tip, it really helps to have someone to talk to in case you feel overwhelmed. There are a lot of folks out there who are willing to listen, whether it be a close friend, a therapist, or even someone in your own family. You should always be able to find someone to talk to if you want to have someone to confide in or even a shoulder to cry on. And also, granted, I myself am not always the best person to talk to if you're going through something similar, but I promise I can help out wherever I can. 5. One major thing I do not recommend is finding some sort of vice that will supposedly numb the depression, such as drugs or alcohol. I myself do not drink, but I have toyed with it from time to time. Not only would that be a really bad idea if you're on medication, it also does not help in the slightest because it will turn you into an alcoholic. Same thing with drugs. Even taking too much prescription medication will cause you to turn into an addict. Alcohol and drug abuse are the same things in that you think it's numbing your pain, but it actually hurts your body, it hurts your ability to function, and in turn, it also hurts the people you love because they have to watch you spiral into addiction. Any one vice is tempting, but think of the people who love you, who would not want to see you delving into anything dangerous just because you think addiction will help you. That only makes things worse, and it takes a long time to recover from something like that. 6. Going back to the social media thing, it helps to find an activity to get your mind off social media. One big thing people have suggested to me is finding something to watch on TV or on YouTube. YouTube is always hands-on with funny videos and other things. Somebody did something right when they decided to invent YouTube. You might as well look at funny videos of other YouTubers or something to lift your spirits. Catch up on the latest gaming reviews, learn a new skill through a tutorial video, watch something that you can feel that would benefit you, whether it be a TV show, a favorite movie, or anything. 7. Now, one thing my dad was into that kept him really busy was jigsaw puzzles. Our home is full of puzzles, and he was able to finish and have every one of them framed. He knew that whenever things got overwhelming for him, he would always take some time to work on a new puzzle. And I was always impressed with how therapeutic it was for him, because it kept his mind busy. For me, it's always fun to keep a good activity, whether it be doing some type of puzzle, jigsaw puzzles, crossword puzzles, or even video games. There's something for everyone out there. Even puzzle games on your phone is enough to keep you distracted. Now 8. In one of my previous videos, I did a skit of 10 things to do in isolation. While it was meant to be a lighthearted video, one of the things I put down was going for a walk. I actually do recommend doing that, or going somewhere quiet to clear your head if things are starting to get to be too much. A walk or even a simple exercise will do your mind some good, because it'll build up endorphins. Stay as physical as you can, and in the process it'll keep you feeling healthy. 9. Another thing I like to do to keep busy is play games with friends online. Every Saturday night I get together on Discord with some friends and we play Jackbox games, a collection of silly puzzle, word, and trivia games. I also like to explore the likes of VR chat with friends and be just as silly. If you can't afford the gear to play VR chat, as long as your PC can run in desktop mode, that should be enough. I would totally recommend online gaming with friends, particularly people you trust. 10. Finally, if you absolutely find yourself starting to feel hopeless, it's up to you to want to get that help for yourself, and that may include getting therapy. Now, I know not everybody can get that luxury, but there are numbers that you can call where you can be anonymous and confidential. You want to get that change for yourself to climb out of your bind. Hopefully, you will find your own way in terms of searching for recovery for yourself. Now, in no way is this video meant to be a PSA for mental illness, but I felt I have gone through enough to try to want to help others. If you or someone you know is suffering from mental illness or, God forbid, suicide, please don't keep it inside. Definitely seek out help. There are folks you can call. Dial 211 to look up any free counseling centers, or even call the National Suicide Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. Or if you are in any immediate danger, please call 911. You definitely matter, and life is worth living despite the circumstances. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell for any future video notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.